My goodness, engineering has more than 40 theory subjects and probably 10 to 15 practicals. But in this video, I'm going to tell you what are those 5 most important subjects if you come from computer science background that you need to know in your graduation. Coming up. So let's straight away dive into the video. The first subject that you need to learn is your C language. But I would suggest you not to just learn your C language but at the same time also learn C++. So what you could actually do is that there's a trick. Do not learn C language at first place. What you could do is you can start directly with the C++. C and C++ syntax is almost same. Okay, it is almost same although there are many new concepts in C++, but if you know C++ and directly start with C++, it will be much easier for you to have a look at C language at the later part. This is gonna save your time. This is what I did in my graduation and this really worked. So the first subject that you need to learn is your C and C++. Then comes your second subject. The second subject is one of the most important subject, and that is, I believe you might have guessed, it is data structures. Data structure is a subject that involves algorithm, starting from binary algorithm, quicksort algorithm, merge sort algorithms, and these algorithms are very important to improve your programming skills. Also, if you want to learn machine learning, let me make clear, machine learning is nothing more than just algorithms and statistics. I mean, there's a lot more, but most of machine learning part is covered by algorithms and statistics. I'll give my machine learning video link in the description, but the second subject is going to be your data structures, and make sure that you learn at least 7 to 8 algorithms in that subject. Now, the third subject would be your theory of computation. Now, what is this? See, it is a subject that teaches you how a computer reaches from process A to process B in the most efficient manner. Okay, says suppose there's a task A and it need to complete task A and then move it to task B. What process should be followed? Okay, what path should be taken? What is the fastest time it should be done? What is the efficiency? So you actually calculate what is the process that it need to choose, the computer need to choose to reach from process A to process B so that it does in the most efficient manner. Since now this subject requires some good practice, as it involves some symbols, some laws, and quite amount of good practice. It is then further divided into automata and then other 3 to 4 subcategories. But make sure that if you're moving to interviews and all, theory of computation is very important subject, and you should be focusing on it as much as possible. Probably you're going to read this subject in your third year of your graduation. The fourth subject would be your compiler design. Yeah, so what is compiler? Compiler is a software that converts high level language into low level language. And why is it important? See, most of the time we are interacting with a laptop, right, or the computer, or maybe the operating system. So we are interacting, whatever we type, whatever we speak, that is entirely high level language, right? That's human readable. And since it's most of the time we are interacting, the machine need to convert it into its own language, the target language. So this process keeps on continuing. That is why you need to learn how this process actually works, or how the compiler is being designed, what are different stages, how it processes it. So having knowledge of compiler design is very important. Then comes your computer architecture. This is the last subject, subject number 5, computer architecture. Now, if I can recall from my school days, how computer used to work is input, process, and output. And if you are hearing some sounds, it's actually just now started raining outside. So make sure, just forgive me for that. It just happened just now, right? So how the computer actually works? It takes input, processes, and outputs. That is the actual basic architecture of a computer, and you need to study that. Now, to be specific, it involves a lot more than just input, output, and process. For example, there's like input unit, there's output unit, there's storage unit, then there's computational unit, logical unit. There are many units in this subject, so you need to go through each one of them. But just to give you a summary, I'm not ending this video here, there's something more to come, but just to give you a summary, the first subject would be your C and C++, the second one would be your data structures that involves algorithm, the third one would be theory of computation, which is very 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 important, you need to practice it. The fourth one would be your compiler design, often interview will ask you this question from this subject, and the fourth one is your computer architecture. Now, right now, there are many more important subjects that you learn in your graduation. That is, might be a microcontroller or your discrete mathematics and your principles of operating system. These are also quite important subjects. Have an eye on all these subjects, but make sure the 5 subjects I have told you master in it. And one tip for the guys who are watching this video and who do not come from this engineering background of computer science, they might be from BC, MC, and all other stuff. The only one step ahead these computer science engineers are because they learn all this mathematics and this electronics part. So you make sure that to cope up all this MCA, BCA, and guys who are watching this video, to cope up with the engineering student, all you need to do is to really work on these 5 subjects, because these are the 5 subjects engineering students always have on their tips. So if you can have these subjects and learn thoroughly, you're nowhere going to be one step back, you will always be equal with the engineers. So with that, I'll wrap up my video. I'll upload video every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. My name is Stephen Simon. Thank you so much. I think I missed it. Okay, fine. Thank you so much. Bye.